I have goosebumps. Um, I'm filming this just a little bit after when we find out that Biden has been elected president, and politics aside, I think that I have like this goosebumpy whew, feeling because I realized that we are watching history. That's such a cool thought to me because obviously, right? Obviously, we're watching history as it unfolds. However, there's some moments where we can just look and say, that is going to be in a history book, and I just saw it happen. I got like I got like butterflies and goosebumps. I got all sorts of animal creatures affecting me. This is so cool. Obviously, this is political, and I would have a different reaction if there was a different result, but I'm just, I'm just, I'm feeling a lot of feelings right now. I think that I'm gonna have to do a reveal of my hair early because I want to get this video out. Um, Holy cow, we are watching history. This pandemic, the Black Lives Matter movement, Biden being elected president, and there's so many other things too. And you always have to wonder, what will the history books say about us? I think I saw a meme 2019 that said something along the lines of like, what will the history books say about us from like 2010 to 2019? And it's literally just going to be like, two presidents got elected, and that was it, right? That was all that we were going to really note. We would note some of the things that the presidents did, but in general, what the history books would have said, we were all convinced, some of us were convinced, that it wasn't going to be much. It was going to be Obama got elected and Trump got elected. I'm talking US history. I'm not talking about other countries right now because I don't have enough knowledge about what their 2010s looked like. But then 2020 hit us, and it was no longer these small little sentences would be said about this year. No, now we are a chapter. We're not just like the past decade has been maybe a couple sentences in a history book someday, but this year has been like 4 chapters. Like, it is insane the amount of change that has happened and the amount that is going to be talked about for a long time, and that's just super cool to me. I don't think I'm the only one here, right? Like, obviously it sucks that we're living through some of the things we're living through, but also, like, you ever wonder what it was like to be alive during the Spanish flu? Because people are going to wonder what it was like to be alive during the corona pandemic. I'm sorry, like, I shouldn't be smiling and laughing about this because I'm talking about COVID that has hurt a lot of people, but that's not what I'm smiling and laughing about. It's the idea, the realization that time is moving on and we are living it. That is the coolest thing to me. I think it's very easy sometimes to just sort of drift through life and not really think too much about it. But we are alive today. Today is happening, and we are experiencing it. And that is so cool. That is immaculately amazing. I am so excited to be alive in 2020. I didn't think I would say that, but then, honestly, just seeing that Biden got elected, it made me realize the importance of this year. It was obviously an important year, but living through it, I got to realize that the experience of living through this year is important, and that is super cool. It's not just, oh, this is going to be what they talk about in the history books someday, yada yada. No, we are living history. Think about 1776, right? They lived history. That wasn't just stories. That actually happened. That was real experiences of real people going through the Civil War, real experiences of real people that lived their real lives so that we could live our lives. Like, everything from history has brought us to this point, and we are not the end point. We are just a point on the track to the future. What happens today is for the future. What happened in the past is for the future. And that's so cool. That's so cool. Like, if America had not been, like, there's, this is so cool. We are living history. What will you be able to say about your side in history? What will you be able to say about your experiences in history? Everything we do moves us forward towards the future. Little things that don't seem like much lead us for the future. Let's say you open up a soup kitchen in a big city. Let's say you open up a soup kitchen in Chicago. You can sit there and you can feel like you're not doing much because obviously you're making a difference to some people, but you're not making a difference to everyone, right? Everything makes a difference. Everything builds upon our world so that we can experience a better tomorrow or a worse tomorrow. Let's say you make a soup kitchen in Chicago, and because of your soup kitchen, one family is able to eat and not have to worry about food for even just a meal a week. We're going bare bones here. Let's say that you make that little difference. One family, one meal they don't have to worry about. Now they can spend that money and save it. Now they can spend that money and maybe buy their kid something that will help them in their future. And that kid grows up having that little monetary difference that doesn't seem like much, but because of that, they got to wear cool shoes. I don't know. This kid, let's say they get a guitar, and because of the guitar, they go up and they grow up to be a musician. And then the entire world knows their name, and they're able to say things that matter. Or let's say that because of the kindness of that person in that soup kitchen, that kid grows up and they make their own soup kitchen and they grow and they try to make the world a better place. And it's just this like circular thing, this chain link of good things. Or maybe that kid becomes president and they remember the kindness of the person in that soup kitchen, and instead of saying pull yourself up by your bootstraps, they say we need to help people. There is so much difference that can be made. Maybe it's just that you see a kid and you smile at them and you give them your time and you care about them, and let's say no one else cares about them, but you do. That can change the world. I'm getting emotional, but this is so important. It's so beautiful. We are living history, and everything we do matters. Stay safe, because I feel like things are about to get turbulent and scary, but it can also be so beautiful. Have a wonderful day and stay safe.